used to love this place. I used to love this place. For years I loved this place. It's been my home. I've lived in Santa Monica. I've lived in West LA. I've owned properties. I've leased. I've lived here for 4 decades. But in the past several years, with all the break-ins to my house and somehow people bypassing security codes and putting high-level toxins in my house, they got me very ill. After 18 break-ins in 12 months, with video with police breaking into my house, and my landlord and my neighbor, thanks Dalton, you piece of shit, and others. And I even hear there's videotapes floating around of Dalton and others breaking into my house and bypassing security somehow and holding up different items of mine and making remarks and then stealing shit. And of course they never saw anything when I'd asked them, but I've heard it from some of their employees who actually watched the videos they showed them and were bragging, laughing about how they were fucking with Kurt Kelly. And then we flash forward to tonight, where I ID to police 2 people who have beaten and robbed me multiple times this week for thousands of dollars of inventory and other stuff, not including the intellectual property and intel. And I ID him to 2 police officers on foot standing right next to him. And they refuse to arrest them because detectives are handling it. When, we don't know, because I never get calls from the detectives fucking ever. In 34 years, 1 call from a detective, and I've had hundreds of robberies in Santa Monica in the past year alone. I'm deeply saddened and disappointed in the people running my country. I have great disdain for these self-righteous pricks who make laws and then skate them themselves, but make sure you go down to do some time so they can make a lot of money in the system on you. I just talked to a guy tonight who just got out of 2 months of county jail. His big offense, camping on the beach. He spent 2 months in county jail. He has other fines and court fees and stuff he's supposed to pay as a homeless guy. And it cost the taxpayers over $60,000 to house him for sleeping on a beach for a night. That is the most insane bullshit, almost as insane as me getting arrested on 20 misdemeanor trumped-up bullshit warrants. I don't even know where they came from, but thanks to people stealing my IDs and using my identity, anything's possible. I have warrants all over the state now because of this shit, and I haven't been traveling into those places anytime during those events that I recall, but I don't even know where they are. Long story short, the cops are running this shit. They're running the drugs and sex traffic, the home invasions. They let their little snitch bitches know when you're going to be out of the hood or when it's a good time to attack, and they target and profile and administer the law of their decision. LAPD, Santa Monica PD are bigger gangs than the Shoreliners, Crips, and Bloods. It's highly organized crime. It's high-level Rico. Breaking into $1 million estates and multi-million-dollar estates and businesses and making shit go sideways so they can steal as much as they can or slow you down or screw you up if you happen to be blowing the whistle on their dumb ass. I've been a victim in so many crimes, and not one have I ever gone to court as a victim on, for millions of dollars. In some instances. And billions of dollars in others that LAPD or Santa Monica PD were supposed to investigate and didn't raise a fucking finger, except to find ways to put Kurt in jail for blowing the whistle to the FBI or others in government higher up than their dumb selves about their corruption. but then trying to get all the video and audio and all the other photos and things that Kurt's been compiling on this, because Kurt's real fucking thorough. Well, guess what, bitches? You didn't get all the stuff. As much as you got, you didn't get it all. There's enough hard evidence to put you away for a long time coming. And it's about to go very public. You think what's public now is scary? Wait until you see some of the other hidden stuff that's going to start creeping up on your ass. It will indict the cities as co-conspiring on this shit. So you might want to get your shit together with your attorneys and your judges and your lawyers and your priests and sit down with Uncle Kurt, because I'm going to be doing a tap dance on your forehead if you don't get me doing infernal affairs this week. It's going to become a warpath from hell that's going to be very public. You think Rodney King was a fucking problem in L.A.? I'm not joking, folks. People are tired of your bullshit. You got people gathering weapons and ready to rise up against you in the streets of Los Angeles because of all the cops. You want a war on the streets of Los Angeles? Is that what Donald Trump is up for? Yes, let's get more guns in schools. Fucking crack pipe. You need to go to prison. And most of the people on Capitol Hill need to go to prison. You commit a crime, you do the time. You don't get the exception. Well, but I'm a lawmaker. Go fuck yourself. Live by the same rules you make. When you take a kickback to adjust the laws for a campaign contribution, it's Rico, bitches. You need to go to prison for it. Got to stop letting companies and big money people dictate how the rest of us have to live. This horse shit has to stop. The 99% need to wake the fuck up and stand up against this horse shit, or you're going to get buried by it. And you'll wonder forever what happened to your son or daughter who came to L.A. and was never heard or seen from again because they sold them into sex trade, or they killed them on the beach because they wouldn't play along with the game, or they got them hooked on drugs and they died or an overdose. Well, there's a million reasons why you'll never see your family members when they come to L.A. or in San Diego or San Francisco or on the West Coast. But really here in Southern California, it's horrific. What I have witnessed with police stealing stuff from me personally and from other tourists, taking their passports, their luggage, their money, and making them homeless and saying, you don't deserve any of this. I've seen it to Japanese, Chinese. I've seen it happen in numerous races. I don't know whatever happened to those people, but I do know they were made homeless. And I try to help them get to embassies or get as much help as I could as one human being. But when you meet stranded people or people who are being hurt or robbed, do you just walk away? Oh, it's not my business. Do you realize every time you do that, when you witness crimes, you're committing a felony? You're an accessory to the crime because you didn't report it? You're an accessory. So think about all the times you've been an accessory to shit and got away with it. Because at some point, that karma's going to catch up with your ass, and you're going to be saying, why isn't nobody helping me? Listen, I help tons and tons of people, and I still don't get people helping me. So if you think your dumbass karma being rude to people, self-centered, abusive, an armchair coach editorializing about the world and not taking a stand is going to make a difference, no, you're part of the problem. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Stay in the fucking closet then, you dumb shit. Wake up. That's not the way life works. And when it's fucked up, you need to speak up. Because if you don't, it's not going to get fixed. And if you think the people sitting on Capitol Hill are going to fix it for you, get ready to get sold right down to the fucking tube tires of the sewer. We're eliminating the EPA. We're deregulating fucking everything. You can dump shit in my water again. You can put shit in my cows. You can put shit in everything. And I got to eat your shit and die from it. Nah. Pasadena. Not doing it. Wake up, folks. More artificial additives, synthetics, and other things that were made by the Creator, that were made by Eli Lilly and Procter & Gamble and all these other fucks who are making hump off your back while you're getting fat, dumb, and stupid. America used to have pride. We used to have manners. Allegedly, we cared. I apologize to the world for America today. It is a shamble of what it's supposed to be. We have digressed to the lowest form, the lowest common denominators of the third world. It's more dangerous here right now in Santa Monica and Venice than it is in Tijuana. And I've done time in prisons in Tijuana for trying to tell the truth about what's going on with our government and theirs. So I know the system well down there. After 3 life sentences, I know it really fucking well. Thanks, State Department, for that helpful hand. And they did help. They got me out 3 times, but made it very fucking clear what the 4th go-around was going to be like, and every other go-around since. But let's digress, boys and girls. Uncle Kurt didn't ask to get into this line of work. Department of Justice and the FBI think you had fuck you much more. And others strong-arm muscled me to consult and cooperate, or spend my life behind bars for knowing too much. Not that I was the criminal, but because I'm well-researched, well-educated, and know a lot of shit about stuff. When I say I'm an expert in it, I'm not bragging, I'm not guessing. I've studied it down to the nuts and bolts. I know my shit well. So if I state a fact, I'm not talking out of my ass, even though you think I might be. And that's on you. You know, stupidity is rampant in this country, so you can believe whatever psycho story you want about me. But I can tell you from my heart, I'm one pissed off, angry American. I'm very, very upset with my country, the people in it. I find this unpatriotic. I find this to be the criminals. Sadly. Democracy was a great idea. But it's been completely rigged not to work by the people at the top, so they can go to one world order, one religion, one government, and annihilate, genocide over 7 billion people before 2020. Thank you, Georgia Guidestones, for your help. The things I wish I could say that are so high-level classified that I said them, I know I would be charged with treason, thrown in another federal prison, face life again. Oh well. Wouldn't be my first go-around on a life sentence for telling the truth. Not for committing the crime, but for reporting on the crimes and telling the truth. Pretty fucking high price to pay for being honest. Pretty high price to pay for being educated and well-researched and knowledgeable and real good at what you do. And then to have your own government, not only I'm really trying to compose as kind words as I can, and it's very difficult. It's really difficult to realize it for decades. You have been thanklessly and recklessly violated by your country, and that you've done years of public service as a patriot, as a humanitarian, as a contractor, as a whatever the fuck title you want to put on it. A guy forced to do a lot of shit he would have never signed up for. To only be turned around and have your ass handed to you again by the same people that put you there. It makes this carrot and stick look fun. It makes waterboarding look fun. It's hell. Having to stay ahead of all you government monkeys who want to sabotage me, and all your little snitch bitches and the Illuminati and other people who really like wars and want to fuck up everybody on the planet. It's hard competing with that amount of resources and staff and people. It's been a real royal fucking pain in the ass. If you're offended by the way I talk, I'm offended by the way I've been treated. I'm offended by the way I've been robbed of technology by my own government. Knowingly robbed. Even told by the Department of Justice, well, you know, Kurt, it's a company. And even though you're telling us that your lawyers and other people are committing fraud here, we're still going to make you stay with these crooked bastards, and we're going to bankrupt you, and we're not going to let you reorganize that company because we want to seize all your assets. I was actually told that by the Department of Justice back in 1999, after sitting for days and weeks in federal court with 12 attorneys hammering the shit out of me, asking where stuff went after I was sabotaged by my own government and major companies who flooded a multi-million-dollar data center and made sure Hartford Insurance didn't pay out on the $50 million work stoppage interruption claim that was paid for. And that you guys arranged to put me out of business by flooding my data center and making sure the insurance didn't pay out, and that you forced me into bankruptcy on a $6 billion company that I own 100% of privately. How fucking dare you? And the hard proof is there, buds. Even stuff in the cloud on that. So, maybe it's time my country and some of the cities I've been living in pull their head out of their ass. Because if you think I'm going to idly sit by and let you continue to fuck with me, there's enough hard archive evidence that'll come out years after I'm gone, if it doesn't all come out sooner because I forget to recode stuff. Which I'm highly tempted to do. There would be all kinds of classified stuff that would have to leak. But maybe it's time that the truth gets told. What do you think, people in D.C.? Because if you don't start telling the truth, you're going to see whoop-ass videos coming out with the White House and FBI even deeper than you've imagined. Because every one of my phone calls has been documented and recorded and archived. Every single one. Doesn't it make your butt a little itchy at the White House? In the Bushes, in the Trumps. Oh, and we could go on. It's a long list. But when you've worked with chiefs of staff and people at the White House and NSA and CIA and FBI and other fuckwads that I've had to deal with in my career, because they were my government monkey handlers, remember, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't apply for this. I didn't want this. I told you from the beginning, I didn't want this. And you still forced me to do it. Well, now I'm forcing your hand, because I'm blowing whistles all over the world. And you can shut up the whistles here in Southern California for a little while, but new whistles will keep popping up around the world. And stuff you thought was gone is going to start reappearing to haunt you. Or stuff you were praying I didn't get, or you got. If I was bright enough to engineer the technology and help design all the shit in the beginning of the architecture, doesn't matter how you restructure the code. He who holds the root keys is the keeper of the castle. No matter what you do, try and reverse engineer that one. Good luck with it. I know you've been trying for years, but there are certain things of mine you will never be able to decrypt unless I do it for you. It was designed that way, to keep you where you belong. Fortunately, you've gone so rogue with technology that wasn't intended for the abuse you use it for. And it will come back to bite you in the ass. Unless, of course, you wake up now and get some honesty and start healing the world that we've so greatly damaged. And that we've taught other people to damage to make sure they mimic our Hollywood and American lifestyle. We have cannibalized this planet to almost virtual extinction, and Yes, it's extinction number 6. Get ready for round 7, boys and girls. Till you get it right, you're going to keep doing this stuff over and over again. Till the end of time. You don't pass the grade, you do it over again. Welcome to the real world. The one they don't teach you about. Soon more will be revealed. I guarantee you they're not going to like it. I'm guaranteeing you're going to question your own self-sense of reality if you truly grasp the intensity and the level of those conversations. But when you start to see stuff with even government employees talking about Kurt confidentially about Kurt, can you help step in because you're the one who can and we can't because of X, Y, Z. It deeply saddens me that I've been put in the very awkward, compromising position of being abused so badly and then being told that, you know, happy hunting and good luck catching them before we do because, you know, we'd like you to get them off the streets and you'd be doing humanity a favor. Why don't you guys just do your jobs for a change? And let me work on my own stuff and not have to concentrate on staying alive because you won't put the assholes in jail because they work for you and you run this shit. Do your family and friends know what a Satanistic pig you are when you do that? How can they have any pride in someone who's constantly abusing and selling on others and not protecting and serving or doing the job they were hired to do, but running their own rogue Wild West? America, wake up. We are the problem. And until we fix ourselves, we should stop trying to fix the world and get our shit straight. You want to set a good example? Stop wars. Teach people how to get along with each other. How to coexist without wanting to kill each other. Stop deregulating things that protect people's health and nature and systems and forests. And start regulating abusive lawmakers and abusive, warmongering, greedy, self-serving pricks who are making money on killing other people. Oh, let's push another button. I make $60 billion today. Right here. You can't put a price on life like that. And you don't have the right to play God, no matter what world leader you are. Because you're not the creator. And you will pay for this. Believe me or not. But I know it's true. I have no reservation. I've known since childhood what my purpose was here. Did you? And have you been staying to your purpose in your cause? Or have you deviated? I've had to divorce most of my family. Most of the people who call themselves acquaintances or friends haven't checked in on me in the last several years. When I started telling people, stop calling me every time you need something, and once in a while just call and say hi. It's funny how those veiled calls come. Hey, and how you doing? Long time? Yeah, I know it's been a while. Hey, and this event's going on. Can you give me backstage and all access and red carpet? Oh my God, how many times have I heard that from people? Or can you give me free tickets? Can you give me this? Can you do that for me? Can you give me Compton to Universal? Can you get me into a TV taping? And for years I did it for pretty much anybody who asked. Never took a dime for it, didn't ask for a dime for it. Covered your costs on stuff. Remember one event where I covered $20,000 in tickets to a fashion show for people. I didn't even get one fucking thank you. America, you disgust me. Get your manners back. Get your pride back by being honest and having integrity, and stop bullshitting everybody and telling them how great you are and what you can do, and then ripping them off. And stop hurting people who don't have anything to do with your selfish, stupid agenda and who are innocents. These people don't have to be robbed, beaten, thrown in jail, lied to, or killed to serve the greater whole. In fact, if anything, well, you'll figure it out. Probably never, but I hope you do. I'm just deeply saddened. And to think that a wonderful woman, a couple women now, a couple people, have even offered to take me in and help, except I'm being robbed and beaten and abused so much that I can't even hardly return their calls or show up on time anywhere, because it's hard to do when you're trying to contact your sources and have more wire money sent or more money sent, because you just got jacked at the beginning of the month for 30 grand by the cops, and since then another 20 grand by their snitch bitches and other people. It adds up. I mean, how often do you blow through 50 grand worth of money in a month? It is my sincere hope that somehow this planet can find healing, that people can find a way to find these similarities and get over any differences, that we can get out of hate, justice, and fear without wasted energy. It's your time, it's your time. Stop sweating it. And if it's not, you waste a lot of time thinking about bullshit that's never gonna happen. And stressing everybody about you, going, oh, what do you think? How should I handle it? Oh my God! Grow an ass. Grow a set of integrity. Lose your bullshit. Get out of yourself. Help other people. The greatest gift is giving. It's great to receive, don't get me wrong. And I've been much more gracious and thankful to receive lately after being beaten and robbed for so many years. And there are angels that just walk up out of the blue and say, hey, could you do me this little favor and here's some money? Or, hey, could you do this little skit for me for a television pilot we're shooting? That happened today. And here, it's not a lot, but would you take $20? And go out looking for them, they found me. Or sitting on a bench one day after being robbed and beaten, and a lady walked up and handed me $40 and said, you really look like you need this. Please take care of yourself. And she wasn't doing it because she thought I was drunk and fell down or whatever. She had actually witnessed me being robbed. And hell, a young kid who hardly knows me, but seemed to take a liking to me and wanted to get whatever he could for a kind of job, and so I've been paying him to the best of my ability to help out some. And he was shadowing me one night and rolled up when somebody had just robbed me, and he stood up, man. He jumped in and tried to fight and get my stuff back. And long story short, when they did get away after he was kicking some ass too, God bless him. I shouldn't have to hire people to recover my own property. I shouldn't have to hire people to help defend me, walk down a street. But people rob me because they know I buy expensive stuff and nice stuff, because I buy professional gear and professional things. And somehow they think it's their God-given right to just take it, and I have to deal with it. I've taken it for longer than I can. I've dealt with more than I should have ever had to. And so when I start to get rude or indignant or scream or yell, please understand, this has been coming for decades. It's long overdue. It's time I get some justice. It's time I get some retribution for the totality of the losses caused by Santa Monica and LAPD. Guys, you better get internal affairs to return my calls, or it's gonna get a lot ickier. And I don't like icky. I don't like having to fight. I don't like having to go defend. But if it comes down to him or me, what's it gonna be? Or if it comes down to helping out someone who can't help themselves. Or otherwise. As long as you're honest with me, I'll always have your back. But when you tell that one lie, no matter how small, I'll know. And or we'll find out. And we're done. Because if you lie on the little stuff, you lie on everything. Learn to have integrity. Learn to step up and speak up against what's wrong. Not just to you, but when it happens to others. Become more human. Get out of the flock of sheeple and take a stand for what's right, or perish with everything that's wrong. You have choices. Sit back, let it all go to hell in the handbasket. Who do you have to blame for that? Everybody, including your own dumbass, for not taking a stand. Not get up and take a stand with me for world peace, or die in World War III. You have choices. You can let them figure it out for you, or help them get out of office so we figure it out